Welcome to the final edition this week of the Brandstand, where we help business leaders to understand how investing in their brand strategy can help them to grow their business and their profits. My name's Craig McVoy, founder of Beyond Brand, and I've been helping businesses to stand out from their competitors for over 20 years now, enabling them to attract more of their ideal customer and then keep them for longer by using the same approach that we teach people. In this final edition of the Brandstand this week, we'll be covering off why your consumers are asking you to tell them something that's different about their brand. What is it that makes you different from the competition, and why should they buy your products? Let's take a look and see. Well, what do you mean by tell me something that I don't know? We're telling you everything about what you need, surely, from our brand, aren't we? Well, brands often make the mistake of telling you about the functional parts of what they can buy or what the customer can buy. So what we mean by that are things like, we'll tell people about this product has this feature or this benefit, but we don't know much about a lot of brands and what their true brand story is. And we absolutely love stories, you know, whether that's a movie, a TV story, radio or books. Over the years, we build an emotional connection when story is involved. And that's why we talked earlier about why you exist is becoming important more and more as the product and services and the marketing mix becomes very much standard across most brands now in terms of what they offer. So go beyond the product and service, go beyond the actual features of what you sell and talk about why you're different. Tell us the story about why your business was formed and why did we actually need another business or another brand in the sector that you are prevalent in. But go beyond just why you felt the need to produce another service or another product. We talk about something called a hero's journey, and we're in the hero's journey. We're looking for a guide to help us on that journey, to help us through those ups and downs that we will face and the perils that we overcame in order to deliver what it is that we love. And that is exactly the same in our business. So, but the guide that is helping someone overcome the hurdles is the brand's job. So the brand's job is not to be the hero. The brand's job is to be the guide to help the customer become the hero in terms of what they are trying to achieve and what they're trying to overcome. So tell your story and put the customer at the center of that story. Become the guide to how you can help them overcome the challenge or the problem that they face, or even the challenge and the quest that they are moving towards. We love reading a story with a quest involved. And as we've spoken about, what is it that you stand for that makes you different? In the video earlier, we spoke about why purpose has become important and people following a purpose. In fact, if people have a purpose that they stand for, that they believe in, and there are two brands, one to choose from that offers a similar purpose that they stand for and another that doesn't, they will choose the brand that matches their aligned purpose, that matches their values. So what is it that you stand for? What is it that makes you different? Because you will attract equals who care about the same things that you do. Now, some people will be very scared at this point about averting potential customers who don't stand for the same things. In fact, if you say that you stand for X, then they could be appalled and not choose you. Well, that's right. But actually, is the market big enough for you to be able to attract customers who absolutely stand by what it is that you do? So don't stand behind and be a ghost. Don't stand for nothing. Stand for something and passionately talk about why that matches what your vision, your purpose is, and your values within your business. Just like Martin Luther King did, he stood up and was counted and had a whole raft of people who followed him because of that. And actually you'll have brand advocates within your own business. Brand advocates are not just your ideal customers who will stand by you throughout the whole of your journey as a company. Yes, those customers are really important, but part of your story as well are the people who stand by you internally. You know, if you look at the Apple story, not just the brand, but you look at the story of those people who stood by and worked for Steve Jobs because they believed in what he was trying to do. They stood by him and they worked beyond what they were paid, beyond the hours of their contracts, because they firmly believed in what they were trying to create and how they were trying to disrupt the industry. So it's important that you stand by your brand advocates, both the customers and the employees, who absolutely buy into what you're trying to achieve. And if you tell your story in the right way, your brand advocates will start to grow as well. So collaborate with those people, whether they be customers or employees. Those brand advocates are the ones that will end up recommending you, and the power of referrals to other customers, to other employees who come and join you in your quest, in your story. It's about building a community of like-minded people who all want to achieve the same things that you do and do things in the same way that you do as well. So how are you building your community? What is it you're doing to build your brand advocates? And how are you telling your story in that way? And so to summarize then, we all love stories. We love the emotional connection with a story when it touches our heart. So what story are you telling? What are the stories that your business are telling to your employees and to your potential customers? What is it you stand for? What have you explained that you want to provide as your purpose, as your value, as the reason why you exist, the reason why you created that company? And are you creating that link to your brand advocates who are part of your story, who are going to share your story with others, and are building that community? Come on. So that concludes this week's episodes of the Brandstand. I hope you've enjoyed them, and keep your eye out for next week's episodes, which will all be on the theme of goals and ghosts for CEOs. What is it that keeps them awake at night, and what is it that they're striving to achieve in the next 12 months? I hope you've enjoyed this week. In the meantime, if you want to attract more customers and keep them for longer, click the link below to access a recent presentation we did all around Brand 101. Getting the firm foundations in place so that you can have a successful brand strategy too. Have a great weekend. Look forward to seeing you again next week.